That morning, an entire army believed they would capture just an old prophet. Thousands of soldiers surrounded a small town, certain that victory would be easy. The odds seemed impossible to dispute. One man against an armed nation. But there was a hidden truth among those mountains that no one could see. When it was revealed, everyone would understand that the greatest battles are never decided only by what the eyes can see. Long before that dawn in Dothan, a silent war was already consuming the borders between Israel and Syria. Ambushes were set up in narrow valleys, important roads, and mountain passes. The Syrian king had complete confidence in the strength of his chariots, archers, and experienced soldiers. His plans were calculated with precision. However, whenever the attack was about to happen, the Israelite army would simply change its route and escape. At first, it seemed like a coincidence, then luck. But when every ambush failed in the same way, suspicion took over the Syrian palace. No strategy remained secret. Even before the troops marched, Israel already knew every planned move. The king began to believe there was a traitor among his officers. Someone was leaking confidential information to the enemy, putting the entire kingdom in danger without leaving a trace. The top commanders were hastily gathered. The atmosphere was tense, marked by silence and fear. Accusations of treason meant immediate death. Then, one of the officers broke the silence and revealed something unexpected. There was no spy at all. The real reason for the defeats was a man named Elisha. The prophet received knowledge from God about everything the king said, even within the safety of his private chambers. The answer left everyone stunned. No sword could defeat someone who knew the plans before they were even carried out. For the king of Syria, the war had changed completely. The problem was no longer the army of Israel, but a single prophet. If Elisha stayed alive, no military strategy would work. The decision was made without delay. Finding out where that man was and capturing him became the kingdom's top priority. Messengers set out in all directions. Informants were questioned, travelers watched, and every bit of news was carefully analyzed. It didn't take long for the answer to reach the palace. Elisha was in Dothan, a small town nestled among hills, without major walls or strong military protection. Seemed like an easy target. Even so, the king preferred not to take any chances. Against an ordinary man, a few soldiers would have been enough. Against Elisha, he sent a huge army. All through the night, horses advanced silently along the region's narrow roads. War chariots moved through the valleys while the infantry took up carefully planned positions. Not a single torch gave away their movements. The objective was simple: to completely surround the city before dawn. When the first rays of sunlight touched the mountains, Dothan was already cut off. There was no way out, no reinforcements, and no hope of escape for anyone inside. Inside the city, everything seemed to be going on as usual. The prophet rested without any sign of worry. It was his servant who woke up first that morning. When he opened the door of the house, he expected to find just another ordinary day. But before his eyes appeared a scene that could paralyze any man. The hills were covered with enemy soldiers. Horses, spears, shields, and war chariots completely surrounded the small city where they lived. The servant's heart raced. Every direction pointed to the same outcome: certain defeat. There were no walls strong enough to withstand them, nor any allied soldiers waiting to help. Trembling with fear, he ran to Elisha and, overcome by despair, asked only one question: "My lord, what shall we do?" To human eyes, it was a hopeless situation. But the prophet did not react like someone surrounded by death. His peace was unexplainable. Without any sign of fear, Elisha replied calmly, "Don't be afraid, for those who are with us are more than those who are with them." The servant looked around, not understanding. Inside the house, there were only two men. Outside, thousands of armed soldiers waited for the order to attack. The prophet's words seemed impossible. Even so, that would only be the beginning of the greatest revelation his eyes had ever witnessed. If you're already learning and engaging with this content, and if you want to understand the Bible more deeply, in the description of this video, you'll find our ebook, How to Use the Bible in the Best Way. It was created to help Christians study the scriptures and have deeper devotionals. Like the video, subscribe to the channel, and turn on notifications. Now keep going with me, because the greatest miracle in this story was still about to be revealed. Elisha didn't ask God to destroy the enemy, nor to send fire from heaven or open an escape route. His prayer was surprisingly simple. Lord, I ask that you open this young man's eyes so that he may see. Nothing changed around them at that moment. The soldiers were still occupying the hills. The horses remained still, and the siege was still in place. The only transformation would happen where no one expected, in the way that young man saw reality. At that very moment, it was as if an invisible veil was lifted from before his eyes. The servant began to notice something that had always been there but had remained hidden. The mountains no longer looked like simple stone hills. Everywhere, fiery horses appeared, shining chariots, and a vast heavenly army organized in perfect formation. God's presence had surrounded Dothan long before the Syrian army arrived. Now, at last, he could see this truth. It wasn't just a small escort sent to protect the prophet. The entire mountain was covered by a multitude of heavenly warriors. Horses and chariots of fire shone with an indescribable intensity, organized like a mighty army waiting only for the order of their true commander. The most impressive detail was their position. They stood between Dothan and the Syrian soldiers. While the enemy believed they were completely in control of the situation, in reality, they were already surrounded by a power infinitely greater. At that moment, the servant understood that the visible reality never tells the whole story. Curiously, however, the heavenly army did not attack. The presence alone was enough. While Elisha remained completely calm, the Syrian troops began their descent toward the city, unable to see the heavenly army. Then, the prophet went out to meet them and said a prayer that would completely change the course of that battle. Lord, strike these people with blindness. Immediately, confusion overtook the Syrian army. The commanders lost their sense of direction. The formation fell apart, and without raising a single sword, God neutralized the greatest military force in that region. Then, something even more astonishing happened. The very man they had marched out to capture stood before that huge, disoriented army and said, "This is not the way, nor is this the city. Follow me, and I'll take you to the man you're looking for." Without realizing they were standing before Elisha himself, the soldiers trusted his voice and followed him to Samaria. The one who was supposed to be the prisoner was now leading the entire enemy army. If this story is already strengthening your faith, leave a like and subscribe to the channel. That way, you help this content reach more people who want to know God's Word in a deep and faithful way according to the Scriptures. And if you want to study the Bible even more deeply, the link to our ebook, How to Use the Bible in the Best Way, is in the description. Now, stay with me, because the ending of this story reveals one of the greatest lessons about mercy in the entire Old Testament. When they arrived in Samaria, Elisha prayed again, "Lord, now open the eyes of these men." At that very moment, their sight was restored. The soldiers realized they were no longer surrounding a small town. Now, they were in the heart of Israel's capital, completely surrounded by the Israeli army. The king of Israel saw in that situation the perfect opportunity to destroy a large part of the enemy army, but Elisha replied, "Do not kill them." Instead of execution, he ordered that they be served bread and water. Those men had marched out to capture the prophet, but instead they received food, rest, and hospitality. After the great meal, the Syrian soldiers were sent back safely. Not a single sword was raised. The Lord showed that his victory didn't depend on the destruction of the enemy. The scriptures record that after that event, Syrian raids against Israel ceased for a long time. Centuries later, another servant of God would be surrounded by soldiers. In Gethsemane, Jesus was also surrounded by armed men. When a disciple tried to fight back with violence, the master declared that he could ask the Father for legions of angels to defend him. The same power that surrounded Dothan was still available, but God chose to fulfill a greater purpose through the cross. Both stories reveal the same truth. Sometimes God delivers us from danger. Other times, he leads us through it to fulfill his purposes. Just like Elisha's servant, we often see only the problem, but the Lord continues to rule over the unseen. Maybe you still can't see what God is doing, but that doesn't mean He isn't working, because even when our eyes can't see, God is still in control of every battle. Not every battle is won by strength, and not every victory can be seen with human eyes. And the God who surrounded Dothan with His heavenly army still rules over every detail of history. Thank you for watching until now. If this message strengthened your faith, leave a like, subscribe to the channel, and share this video with someone who needs to remember that God is still in control, even when everything seems lost. And if you want to learn how to study the Bible more deeply and have powerful devotionals, don't forget to check out our ebook, How to Use the Bible in the Best Way, available in the description. And don't leave yet, because the next video that's appearing on your screen will reveal another extraordinary story from the Bible, full of mysteries, faith, and truths that can transform the way you see the Scriptures. Click on the screen and continue this journey with us. May God bless you.